Hello, welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Naomi, and yeah, I had to restart that because I totally screwed up. Anyway, you're here. You're watching the Brickanista Broadcast Network live from Scottsdale, Arizona. So yeah, I've been, let's just say the last few days have been completely unexpected. Lots of things happening in my personal life, primarily the health of my family. And many of you know that my dad has been in ICU for the last couple days. He was checked in on the 29th, and thankfully today, the 4th of December, so he's been in there for 6 days, and he was moved to a regular room. So super good news with that. I went to visit him this afternoon and had a chance to stay with him for a couple hours, and he's actually looking really good. So apparently when he went in on, I guess, Monday or Tuesday, he wasn't in that great a shape. And so I got the call to come down here as soon as I could, and I did. I literally got the call at what, 5:30 in the morning. And I'm a night owl, so I got like 3 hours of sleep. Oh, hey, yeah, thank you, Remy. I appreciate that. Brick literacy. It's been touch and go because, like I said, the day I got the call, my mom was really worried, so she told me to come down as soon as I could, and then I stayed the night Thursday in Idaho, in Twin Falls, Idaho. So I spent like 10 hours on the road from Seattle to Twin Falls, stayed the night, and then drove another 14 hours on Friday. So I was just dead. I was completely dead. But I will say, having Kesara with me was awesome because it forced me to take breaks so I could take her out and walk her around. And then I got to see him today. So today's Saturday, and I got a chance to see my dad, and he's actually in good spirits considering what's happened. So he's been in ICU, just moved today, and then newsflash, today my nephew is in ICU. So I just found out this about half an hour ago. And the irony of it is my dad is out of ICU. When my nephew comes out of ICU, he could probably share a room with my dad. How crazy is that? It's really crazy. Yeah, my dad is leveling up. Thank you. He is. And I tell you, I had a fall back on April 22nd because I jokingly tell people it was Earth Day, and I decided instead of planting a tree, I would plant my face. So I planted my face in the ground, and I was worried because those kind of concussions and spinal injuries, they can be long lasting, and I still have a little flashing in my left eye. So thankfully it's a minor issue, and I've got it under I'm getting it monitored regularly, so nothing life-threatening or anything like that. But my dad, he essentially lost the use of both arms 6 days ago. And then he was brought into ICU, and they've been giving him a lot of different medicines to help. And also he's gotten physical therapy, and he has almost full use of his left arm right now. The right arm is still kind of shaky at this point, but it looks promising because he can feel it now, and he can actually move his right arm slightly. But he does have finger dexterity in his left hand. So that's a huge improvement compared to where he was 6 days ago. So yeah, and they moved him out of ICU. So that's always a good sign when that happens. But yeah. But the news flash is that, I'm in the hospital. I'm visiting with my dad, and my mom sends me a text and says, "Your brother is taking your nephew to the hospital." And so my nephew has, I guess, ketoacidosis, diabetic ketoacidosis. And he's in ICU right now, getting treatment for that. Probably, I don't know all the details, but just from reading it, it looks like it was triggered because he has a bacterial infection in his lung from, and it's bacterial, it's not COVID. So none of this is COVID. Everything that's been happening in my family is not COVID related. So yeah, my nephew is in the ICU, same hospital. And my dad just got out of ICU, and hopefully my nephew will be out of there soon. So yeah, and it makes me realize I am so lucky that I have my health, and I just drove 24 hours to get down here in 2 days' time, and I'm lucky. I'm completely mobile, and I can you know walk and talk and you know stream. Hey, minifigure collector, how's it going? Hey, Robbie. Yeah, you probably are going to ask, Robbie, why wasn't I at Sort Lug yesterday? Well, I was on the road. I was driving in the dark passages of Arizona freeways. Hospitals are crowded right now. Even non-COVID injuries can be more serious. Yeah, my family is so lucky to be in Scottsdale because there's some really good health care here, and the fact that they get admitted right away. They hadn't been put into long, wait periods. And I think for my dad, he was super lucky that my brother was here, because my brother, and for those of you who don't know what happened to my dad, he fell off the bed and got wedged between the wall and the bed and a desk. I don't know all the details. I'm not even sure how it happened, but my brother had to get him out of there. And apparently he was in there for a couple hours because my mom didn't hear him. So yeah, yeah, things happen like that. But you're right. You're right that, with everything happening with COVID right now, and you know how much of a germaphobe I am already, because I haven't been on a plane in almost 2 years. In March, it'll be 2 years. Hey, Debo's here too. Wow, we've got quite a few people hanging out in the chat. So yeah, just so I haven't been streaming for a couple days. I usually do Thursdays. I do a Thrifty Thursday. I have that Thrifty Thursday, item. It's a set, which is the London bus, which is super cute. I'll probably do that this Thursday. I literally packed only in a couple hours time, and the first thing I packed was all of my dog stuff. So I have all my dog's leashes, her food, her treats, her crate, her bed, all of that went into the car first. And then my luggage is in storage, so I didn't even get a chance to get my rolling luggage. So I threw everything into boxes. So I don't even have my, wardrobe. I have maybe a couple of t-shirts and one pair of jeans. It's pretty pathetic, honestly. But I guess the good news is I can, we're in the United States and lots of shopping is available. So, could be worse. But anyway, you probably don't want to hear all of that drama, but I do. The other thing I packed, as you know, is my Lego. Yay! So I figured I'm still going to do my advent calendars. I can do that. Hold on a minute. Of course, this fell over. So I brought my 2 advent calendars, and normally I would do a mock. Marie's here. Hey, Marie. Thank you for showing up. What I did is I had been working on 1, 2, and 3 of the advent calendars, and I actually did a mashup of all 3 in a mock that I have in this lovely container. And I have a few pieces that I brought with me, but as you know, my entire collection, most of it is at home in Seattle. The other thing that I happened to have bought and was already in the car was a white base plate, because I've been working on those Rorschach prints, and I'm going to have to look for, I guess, some sort of bin store down here for the time that I'm here. I might actually have to move too. And I remember Debo and I had a conversation about this a while ago. And I wanted to thank you, Debo, by the way, for that conversation, because you mentioned something about, I was able to, pick up my things and move to Seattle quickly. Maybe this is just another port. It's like you gave me an analogy similar to a ship, right? That, and I do pirate stuff. So it's like I'm pulling up anchor and getting ready to set sail again. So I may be moving down here soon. I don't know. It's all been a whirlwind, honestly. It's been a whirlwind. It doesn't count as drama. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, when health things happen to your family, that is pretty dramatic. So but I think it goes back to how adaptable are you to change. And I guess because I've moved so many times and I've been evacuated from fires, I guess it was good training because I only gave myself, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours to get what I needed to get going. Lena, how's it going? Hey, oh, we have a nice crowd going here. Yeah, hey, what's going on? I'm in Arizona right now. My dad was in the ICU, and now my nephew is in the ICU. So they took my dad out of the ICU. He's now in a regular hospital wing. So he's out of harm's way. So sort of. He still needs a lot of physical therapy. And then my nephew just got admitted today to ICU for ketoacidosis, diabetic ketoacidosis with a lung infection. Yay! So you used to live in Tucson. It was hot there. Yeah, let's just say I've only been here a day and my skin is already drying out because I'm used to being in, Seattle for the last 2 years. COVID again. No, no. Thankfully, both of my family members are in non-COVID wings. So yeah, it's been interesting. And thankfully I'm healthy. My dog's healthy. My mom is also, she's having some, symptoms, some other things happening. So I attribute my health to living a very clean vegan diet. And I introduced my mom today, and I don't get sponsorship from Burger King, but Burger King has the Impossible Whopper. So whenever I'm, on a road trip and I need to eat something quickly for fast food, I go to, Burger King. I get the Impossible Whopper with no mayo and with no cheese. So that's about as close to vegan as I'm going to get, because I'm not sure if the bun actually might have some egg or dairy in it. But anyway, so I have my Lego, and here's the Friends Lego set. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. I do have a down camera, but I have a very small workspace here, so I don't think you could actually see the bigger box. So I'm just gonna go ahead and work on this. So we are on day number 4. So we are right here, day number 4, and we're gonna open this up and see what's behind the door. So yeah, these are good for this day. Oh, okay, I can't wait. So funny enough, Mairead, as you know, she is also working on the same 2 sets that I got. She opened up her Friends set early before December, but she kept the Marvel one in time for this. So am I in my parents' place or hotel? I'm at my parents' place. So yeah, I guess they style it similar to a hotel. This is the Casa de my parents, Brickanista's parents. So yeah, so it looks like we are doing a mini build. It looks like a little TV set with maybe a remote. It's weird. It's got a Unikitty printed tile on it. So I'm going to see if I can get my down camera on this so you can see this. It's midnight here, so I may open day 5 early. Oh yeah, go ahead. Do whatever you like. It's pretty flexible here at the Brickanista Broadcast Network. So I'm going to add my down camera, and this is going to be a little dicey because I need to, let's see if we can get this to work. Okay, this we'll see how this works here. Okay. Oops. Oh no. Oh no. My down camera just died. Okay. I forgot to take the microphone off. All right, we're gonna have to do this again. Hold up. I had it all prepped. You saw it for just a moment. It was just I was trying to take the echo off. Technology, I tell you. You would think by now, after streaming for a year, but I'm going to say I have extenuating circumstances today. So, all right, we're going to do this again. And like I said, I've also been adjusting the lighting. Here, you want to see something kind of creepy while I'm getting this together? This is your other option, which is kind of, this could be good for a midnight stream, especially for Remy, since you are doing that. But Just thought it was kind of funny because I was thinking, which look should I go for? And I said, I don't really want to do the Blair Witch Project. So that's why you've got this today. But yeah, it's like maybe I will do a stream. I missed my opportunity. I should have done a stream like that back during Halloween. That would have been good. Okay, I'm going to mute my microphone and now I'm going to enter the studio. And let's see if we can get this to go. Hold up. Halloween mode, exactly. Okay, we're back. All right, I'm going to mount this onto my it's not really a tripod. It's a down camera on a. All right, we're back. Okay, so here's the box, and I've got to arrange this because okay, there we go. So there's the instructions, and this is what I was mentioning is that it's got this Unikitty tile, but is this supposed to be a television? And is this like a remote? What is that? This whole set has been pretty bizarre. You parted yours out back in August. Okay. And here's the one we did for day 2. And this is the weirdest snow person I've seen. So I don't know. Like I said, it makes you wonder what's happening with these. Here's day 1. So we had Olivia for day 1. And I have here day 3. Is this going to make it into the frame? Like I said, I don't have a lot of room to work with here. Let's see if we can get this to work. Can you do it? Can you do it? And there it is. So day 3 was Emma, I think. Or is it Mia? Emma. Emma, from what I remember. It's a remote control robot. Oh, okay. Thank you. It's still weird. Easel like Sunday morning. Okay. All right. So here you can see, and for this down camera, I guess the good news about having all these boxes is I can lift these up because this down camera, I love the fact that StreamYard has this capability of doing this dual mode, but it doesn't let you zoom. So you have to do like a manual zoom to get that to work. And I'm looking to see if I have a plain piece of paper or something. Like I said, I'm at my parents' place, so I'm just kind of, you know, what's here that I could put behind this? I'm just looking for something plain. Ah, this might work. Hold up. And while we're talking about this, okay, I think this is a handheld mirror. And look at that. That works as a backdrop, right? So anyway, I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I think streaming is kind of therapeutic, I think. So it kind of gives me a sense of normalcy when the whole world is in a kind of bizarre state. Okay, now the problem with doing it this way is I've covered up the instructions. So I'm going to have to go from memory. I seem to remember, and this is also a fun piece, this 1x1 with bar, with the rounded 1x1 with bar. And here's that oh, it's not a Unikitty tile. It looked like a Unikitty tile. Oops, sorry, let me get this in a frame. What that is, come on, you could do this. It's a cat with a party hat. How bizarre is that? Okay, so we have a cat with a party hat, and I seem to remember. Oh, I see. Now I see what you mean by an easel, because there's a paintbrush, and what that was, I guess, was this with all those different tiles. Okay, so somebody might have to walk me through this since I covered up the instructions. I'm going to guess that the round, or maybe it was the square, but I'm going to guess the round had these to represent the colors. And then this top clip. No, it's not big enough. Okay. Mega Bloks owns Unikitty. No. No, that can't be possible. How could they own Unikitty? Oh, maybe because of the network. Something like that. Okay. I am guessing. Oh, maybe the rounded one. No, it can't be the rounded one because you need something to hold this easel. Okay, I'm free-forming this. I'm officially calling this a mock since I don't know. I don't know the. I looked at it briefly, so maybe it was supposed to go here. Okay, so let's see if I can do the other one. The license. There's 2 sets. Okay. All right. So this. Okay, let's see if we can do, like I said, I'm going to mock this. I'm going to say I remember that this was like this is what goes back to how's your memory like? Wow, I'm really botching this. 3 dots and a clip for the brush. Yeah, okay. So I have this. Is it on the round? Because I can't fit the 3rd one there. I've got it? Oh, okay. Yeah, but the 3rd dot isn't fitting in there. Oh, it is. I just didn't push hard enough. There we go. Okay. All right, so my memory was good for that. All right, now this, I'm going to guess maybe something like this. Something like that. And then I don't know how the back is supposed to go. Or maybe I was supposed to move this down. No, that looks about right. All right, let's see. Maybe this goes here. And then this maybe goes like this. And that's how it stands up. Is that something like that? I'm guessing. Or maybe this was supposed to go like that. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, that's it. The 1x2 points down. Okay, okay. All right. That's what I got. Like that. And I don't know if that's correct, but at least it stands up. So it stands up, and I've got the painter's brush with the 3 dots. There we go. And looks like these are extras. Okay, cool. The legs go in the front. Oh, okay. Like I said, I was like thinking, all right. So thank you. See, you guys can coach me. This is like let's pretend we're at a con. And this is one of the skills that you take a blind bag and, you're supposed to like talk your partner through how to build it. So we're doing this as a group effort. So how's that? Like that? And then does this point up like that? I'm guessing it does because that's how it stood last time. Lots of great extras here. I didn't have a paintbrush. You didn't have a paintbrush? How is that possible? Okay, so there. It stands up and we get the paintbrush. Well, I have a spare, Remy. I could send you the spare one. You didn't get a paintbrush? I got 2. See? I've got a second one. That has your name on it, Remy. I'll send it to you. That way you'll have a paintbrush. That doesn't seem right to have an easel without a paintbrush. Now the question is, and hopefully they did do this, are all of those colors here? Oh no, did my down camera just die? Hello? Okay. Okay, so we've got blue, pink. I don't see a lot of yellow in here. They should have put a gray in there, in my humble opinion. let's practice our skills for cons. Exactly, that's what we're doing. So thank you. You guys talked me through it. So yeah, and that does look better. And now we learned a new skill about using a clip, and then this is nice for pieces since Cornado already parted it out. This 2x2 inverse is nice. So you have the friends calendar too. I've got them now, but I appreciate it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So do you need it or do you not need it? Because if you have the friends calendar, then you should have gotten one in, box number 4. Speaking of boxes, I don't know if you noticed this, but the little trays that these are packaged in, apparently they're using, I think, like cardboard instead of plastic. Let me double check, but when I was feeling in there, it felt like the styrofoam like egg carton type of feel to it. Let's double check here. You don't need it. Okay. So I don't know if I can hold up. This is number 3. So let me get that out of there. All right, I'm gonna see if I can do a practical zoom. Let me do this practical zoom here. Okay, so it looks like a regular white tray, right? But if you feel inside of there, it feels like an egg carton. So I don't know if you can really feel it or see it. Sorry, this angle's terrible. But anyway, trust me, it's more like an egg carton. Yeah, it feels like recycled cardboard. Exactly, exactly. And this is the kind of thing, I don't know if people have been talking about that. I mean, people have been talking about the advent calendars and how Marvel is a brand new one and all of that. It's like, come on, talk about this kind of thing. PT McEwen, how are you? Oh, in fact, I'm glad PT is here because I also brought with me the gift that PT sent to me. So I can open that now that he's here. And then this is probably timely, PT, because it sounds like you sent me some pieces and I don't have a lot here. I'm in Arizona. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. All right, so we're working on the advent calendars. I just did the Friends calendar number 4, and now we are going to head into the Avengers one. Okay, so let me just take this out into the waiting room. And here's the Avengers one, which has this nice little drop down, that Avengers platform, which, by the way, if you are not following Shock the Toast, you need to follow Shock the Toast. And his name is Nathan in real life. And I've met with him twice now because he's in the Pacific Northwest. And he was kind enough to meet me on my drive out to Idaho on my way over there. He's about a 3-hour drive from where I live. And he took my white elephant gift to the gathering that they're going to have tomorrow. So yeah, but anyway, Shock the Toast is doing stop motion animation using this as a backdrop. And he's opening the different advent calendars here. And I think he also has the city one or maybe Harry Potter. So he's doing both of those in stop motion. It's super cool. Spot the Magic Ninja. Hey, how are you? And Joel's here too. Oh my gosh. Wow. The gang's all here. Okay, so here's once again number 4 up here. And let's see if my down camera will cover this. See, I have to do this. This little itty bitty space. I feel like I'm a genie working in an itty bitty space. So hopefully you guys know the reference. All right, there's number 4. So this is what we're going to do. And for those of you who haven't worked with advent calendars by Lego, their instructions are on the inside flap. Oh, look at this. We got a Black Widow, and it looks like she's roasting a marshmallow. I don't know if that's exactly what she's doing, or it might be one of those soft mallets, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I guess because it is the holidays, I'm going to say she's roasting a marshmallow. So anyway, so this is what I've been doing, Spud, is I have been building these in my parents' house, and I'm using this mirror as a backdrop so you can at least see what I'm doing, because I don't have zoom, meaning a practical zoom on this camera. So yeah, we've got quite the crowd here tonight. So thanks everybody. And by the way, for those of you who were at the Tricky Lug meeting today at 10, I really appreciated seeing everybody there. It's just really a cool family we have. Okay, so just so you know, Black Widow has a double head. So we have that, and we have, let's see if we can get her to cooperate. Let's go with the angry face. So a snowball on a stick? Really? I wish she had a Christmas sweater too. Oh, you don't think? Yeah, you're right. You're right. She did not get a Christmas sweater. That's not proper. In fact, what I'm going to need to do is I was supposed to go to the Bricks and Minifig store tomorrow because I'm supposed to meet, Spot the, not Spot, Shock the Toast. Oh, by the way, let me put that in the chat before I forget. If you're not following him, you need to be following him. Shock the Toast. He's doing stop motion animation builds of all of the Marvel and I think the Harry Potter ones. Really super fun to watch. All right, so I don't need instructions for this. Oh, I do need to keep things on the space though. So you do get two of these translucent lightsaber pieces. So okay, I have another twist to this. What if she's delivering toilet paper? She's on her way to someplace delivering toilet paper. This is the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I'm known for Super Sewer Baby. Maybe she's bringing a gift for Super Sewer Baby as a roll of toilet tissue. You heard it here. Once you tune into the Brickanista Broadcast Network, you never look at things the same way again. In fact, somebody mentioned, I think it might have been Alexander23, who said that the new turtle rescue set, it's like Stephanie is at it again. So yeah, we're going to have to do an expose on Stephanie and her poaching that she's doing in the Friends line. So Black Widow gets no respect in both the MCU and Lego. The minifig is the same as the other Black Widow minifigs. Well, I'm guessing. Okay, so like I said, all right, so we might have to take a poll. What is she carrying? So we've had marshmallow, we've had a snowball, we've had a mallet, a soft club mallet, or toilet paper on a stick. Exactly. And I think we're all in agreement. She's bringing the toilet paper to the party because, she's friends with Super Sewer Baby, right? They're all superheroes. So I think we're going to say it's toilet paper on a stick. So she's bringing that. Black Widow's face doesn't look like she's in a holiday spirit. Well, that's kind of the point. She's angry. Okay, so for the record, Lego, if you're watching, Black Widow's angry that you didn't give her a holiday sweater. She deserves a holiday sweater, and she's going, I'm not happy with this. I want my holiday sweater, and I am going to take this roll of toilet paper and either club you with it, or I'm going to toilet paper your house. So that's the story. That is how she rolls. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. It's not a bad outfit. The arms have decent printing, at least. Yeah, that's true. That's true. In fact, that's a good point. What's on the back and on the arms? Okay, very cool arms. Good point. Sorry, my camera's acting up. And the back, decent printing on the back, but it's not a holiday one. As you know, Tony Stark, in fact, let me see, where did I put that one? It's over here. So what I've been doing is building a gradual holiday scene using everything that we've had so far. And so what I did off stream is I took that snowman and I added blasters in the back because on day 2 you had the ice blasters. So this is almost like a shield maybe. And this snowman or a snow person was really weird. So I'm almost like thinking that this is like a blaster too. And you can imagine maybe another eye should go on the other side. So, I think I did. I put the other eye on the other side. So it almost looks like the penguin from the Batman villain series. So anyway, this is my mashup of day 2. And then we have day 3, we have this wreath that I believe this was in the Marvel set. And then we got Emma. So Emma, oops, hold up. You can see that my my wrapping has gone all over the place. Okay. All right. And Debo, by the way, that technique you shared with me about putting the 2x2 slopes. So for those of you who didn't see it, use a 2x2 slope on this angle with the snot snot pieces. And then you have this nice little angle there for the chimney. So if I can put this in the right place, there we go. Yeah. So I added the second stocking. So Emma came with her own stocking, the green one. So the red one was Olivia's. And then we have the green one for Emma. And then I gave Tony, which, by the way, since we were talking about the special prints, that is super cool. I think this is probably my favorite thing so far in this advent calendar. So I have Tony bringing the 2 gifts to the girls in front of the fireplace. And like I said, Debo, thanks again for your tip. It works great. I've been using it a lot. The wreath connects to the Hall of Armor modules. Okay. Yeah, that could be. That's super cute. Thank you. I haven't posted this yet because I've been driving. I've been driving and then I'll build something real quick and then go to sleep. So yeah. So if you're to look at the whole, I guess, variety of builds, I had this on the left, the wreath. Oh, this goes to the Hall of Armors. Oh, that's what you're referring to. Okay. And then this, we have the weird looking snow person now with blasters. And then now we can add, oh no, my down camera's acting again. Then we have Black Widow with the toilet paper. And where did I put the easel? I just had it. There it is. And then we have the easel with this. So I'm going to have to do a mashup with, and I think I'm going to put it on my Instagram that Black Widow is not happy. She did not get a holiday sweater, and so she's going to toilet paper somebody's house. That's what we're going to say. Big Blocks is here. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we're opening advent calendars for day 4. And also I was showing people kind of the mashup that I did with Tony Stark bringing the 2 gifts to the girls in front of the fireplace. Now, like I said, I don't have a lot of bricks with me because I'm in Arizona now and I packed super fast, but I do have a gift that I got from PT McEwen. So I think I'm going to open that next because that might help me if I decide to do some mocking today. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. This is really nice. That gives me a feeling of some routine, considering that my life has been up and crazy this week. And for those of you who've been asking, yes, my dad is doing much better, apparently, compared to what he was a couple days ago. And I drove down here because my mom pleaded with me to come down as soon as possible. But my dad is not at risk of leaving this earth at the moment. So we're all thankful for that. And I wanted to just thank everybody for all your heartfelt good wishes. And I just don't know, life is fragile, right? So it's a marshmallow, scented toilet paper. You know what, you say that. I'm going to have to grab this from my parents' bathroom because you know what my mom has? She has lavender scented marshmallow soap. I kid you not. It's so bizarre. Okay, so anyway, you're just going to have to trust me on this. I'm going to go back to the wide angle. Hold up. And I'll show you that I'm opening this box from PT McEwen. Hot marshmallow scented. Yes, I swear. It was the funniest thing because I laughed because you know that we talk about lavender and how, I like lavender as a color as well as, the scent. But my mom, it's called, I think, lavender marshmallow. It's not even like marshmallow. I think they couldn't even have enough funds for the R. I'll have to get it. I have to show you because it is super, super funny. Okay, so I'm hiding your address, PT. for the sake of your privacy. And I don't have my scissors. Like I said, this is like bootstrapping, but you know what's good is I've been doing enough episodes of Brickanista on the Move that I have my remote set up in a pretty good spot. Yeah, marshmallow and lavender all at once. I kid you not. I couldn't make that up. Who would do that? So anyway, so I'm opening the box, and oh, there's a nice little note in here. I'll read the note first. And he's labeled it number 1 and number 2, so I know which order to read this. And I'm in witness protection, so thanks for hiding your address. Okay, good. All right, enclosed are some lavender 1x2 plates to complete your builds. Thank you. Also some castle windows to build more castles. Oh, that is awesome. Lastly, there are 10 poly bags. Oh, that's great because I have like nothing to build here. So now I can build the poly bags. This is great. Thank you. For use how you see fit. Prizes, builds, add to your collection, and keep up the great builds and stream on. Cheers, PT. Thank you. Thank you so much. And the timing couldn't have been better because only I think this one little build that I had built before I left. So I repurposed it so I could add the other things that I had opened. And then I have some black and white plates because I was working on the Rorschach things. So this immediately adds to the color palette. So thank you. Thank you so much. So I'll go ahead and show you. In fact, I think I'll just keep this on a wide shot. It's probably easier that way. But oh, look at this. Oops, here are those castle windows. These are awesome. And as you probably remember, I recently did a 3-in-1 build on the Disney storybook with castles, and I could use more of these for future ones. So thank you for that. And then before I get to the poly bags, then we have the 1x2 plates, those lavender 1x2 plates. Thank you. But all of my other lavender is back in Seattle. You got to go? Okay. Thank you so much, Debo, for hanging out. And once again, thank you for that analogy you gave me a couple weeks ago. That really has resonated with me because I've been stressing about the possibility of having to move again because I was really enjoying Seattle. But thank you. Thank you so much for that because that means a lot. In fact, everybody who's been sending me good wishes, it's just, it really means the world to me. Thank you. And have a good night. Okay, so look at this. We've got a Disney Raya build. And this is super cute because if you remember that globe that I used for an ornament? So those are hard to find. And since I used one in the ornament, this will help replace that. Thank you. Oh, the Friends heart box. This is adorable. And I did build this, I think, on a stream once. And mine is back in Seattle. So thank you. And we have here, oh, we have a city helicopter. Look at that, the city helicopter. This is so much fun. Thank you so much, PT. Wow. I'm going to set these aside here. And, oh, of course, we have Logan cookie time. And what's interesting about this is that this has some alternate builds. And I've been thinking about doing the alternate builds because everybody has been doing Logan for Logan cookie time. So thank you for that. And we have another city helicopter. Fun, 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 fun. Oh, look at this. Oh, you know what? This would have been perfect for November. The Star Wars, because you know, we were talking about the Viper, November Viper builds. So maybe right now, sometime soon, Max might show up. If Max shows up, Viper, even though it's Star Wars, we know it's not the Viper, but, and then we have a Star Wars Kylo Ren's command shuttle. Oh, sweet. Some of the Star Wars things, maybe, I mean, I hate to think this far in advance, but, you know, may the 4th be with you. We'll probably be here real soon. Oh, I'm not familiar with this. Oh, it's an elf set. OMG, it's Azari's Magic Fire. Okay, this one I think I'm keeping because I don't have very many elves things, but this is so special. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then we have here the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny one. And then we have another Friends heart-shaped box. So thank you so much. This is awesome. And since we're only about 50 minutes in, since I had to restart, anybody have any requests for builds of the things that Chi sent me? Because the other thing I found right before I left Seattle is I went to this small shop and they had the party bus, the Lego Movie 2 party bus. And that was one that I had missed out on, and I was able to find it. I wanted to stream it this weekend, but I'm not going to be able to. Do with them what you want. They're yours. Put them to good use. Oh, yeah, they'll get some good use, definitely. Well, a part of me is thinking this might be fun to do is the elves one, but I'm also nervous because I don't want to lose the pieces because right now I'm kind of in this chaotic mode right now. So let's see. Any requests? I should build a friends one. Oh, that's a good idea because I have 2 of those and the box would be helpful to, you're talking about this one, right? Because I have 2 of these. Elves, I regret missing out on those sets. Yeah, I know. This one, so I think elves and friends, you know, we might have time to do both. This one is 75 pieces and this one's 27 pieces. So, but that's a great idea though, because the friend set has a box and you can see my dog in the background. she's really hanging out and having a good time here. In fact, you know, it was funny is I put her in her crate when I left for the hospital and my mom was still here resting. And then I you know, texted her. I said, I'm heading back, so go ahead and take Que Sera out of her crate. And it was so funny. She told me, you know, that the first thing she did is she looked around the room to see where I was, and I wasn't there. And then she ran up the stairs, and this is where, you know, the upstairs bedroom is. She ran up the stairs, looked for me up here. I wasn't up here. She ran back down the stairs, did another search the ground floor, then went back upstairs again, and then she realized I'm not there, but my mom was there, so it was like, okay, I'll hang out with you. And as soon as I got home, she was so excited to see me. So I think now that I've had her for 2 months, she's definitely adjusted nicely and sees me as her new friend, her new mommy. By the way, I should mention this is a gift I got from Rob Zaccardi, because he is my secret Santa for this year. And in the survey, I had mentioned I like lavender. Oh, I got to go find that thing I mentioned, the lavender soap, the Lavender Marshmallow Soap. Mom is a nice stand-in for me. Yeah. So anyway, so look at, he put a panda in there, and this panda, I don't know if I can, maybe my front camera will pick it up, but I don't know where this panda came from, but it has gold printing on the feet. Can you see that? Is my camera gonna cooperate? Okay, maybe I have to switch. Oh, there it goes. Oops. Hello. Get those feet. All right, let me try the down camera. Let me try this and see if this will pick it up. Okay, so here is the, yeah, that's a little bit better. Look at those feet. Those are gold printed. And the other thing that's cool is there's like printing on the forehead. I have no idea where this came from, but there's like printing on the forehead and some on the side too, like he's eating some bamboo or something. Anyway, I thought it was super cool. And so I got this from Rob Zaccardi. I'll show you the down camera now. So this is a New Year's celebration with Batman and a panda. And I love the clock that he built in the back there. And he's got all these flags waving. It's just fun, super fun. That was very sweet. Has to be one of Stephanie's rescues. Oh no, Batman saved this one. Exactly. So maybe he saved this one, and now that's the new sidekick for Batman, is the saved rescue panda. That's, it came from the Panda Friend set that came with the 3 little pandas. Okay, so Joel was right. This was one of the rescued pandas that Batman, saved so he could return the panda to its parents, which is what the rest of the story should be, right? We agreed on that? Okay. You're catching me live for the first time. Hey, Rob, catch your side. Thank you, by the way. He showed off the build that I made for him for the Tricky Lug call today, and it's great to have you here. Before I get started, we were talking about Lavender Marshmallow Soap. So I'm pretty sure if it's not in this bathroom, it's in the hallway bathroom. So I'm going to let you focus on the down. Okay, I'm back. I had to go all the way downstairs, but it's true. You too can have Lavender Marshmallow Soap. This was apparently, I think this was a Bath and Body Works scent. So, and sorry, I don't have any music here. I think part of it is I'm using StreamYard, which would have been nice if I had somebody jump in, because they could have done the song and dance while I was gone. But anyway, I kid you not, Lavender Marshmallow Soap. So I might have to get a bunch of these as gifts. Like, when you want, what does a marshmallow smell like as a soap? Well, you too can have the Lavender Marshmallow scent by Bath and Body Works. So I don't know how long this was for sale, or even if it's for sale now, but I always laugh when I use this. So anyway, I had to go all the way downstairs. So sorry for the the late, or being in the dark for a while. Oh, what do we have this? We have somebody from Russia here. Oh no, Vark.tech. No. Anyway, I got that from Rob Zaccardi, not the Lavender Marshmallow Soap, but I got this from Rob Zaccardi. Yeah. So Rob Zaccardi was my secret Santa, and he did that. So I think, we already talked about how on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, we have this reference to Stephanie and her, her business of rescuing animals. Well, now you too can have Lavender Marshmallow Soap. Here, I'll put it on the down camera. This might be better. There we go. Lavender Marshmallow Soap. And apparently you can put these into one of those cake holders to make it look better. The Bat Cave is great. Yeah, I thought the Bat Cave was super cool. And anyway, but who would mash those flavors together? You thought the soap was part of Rob's gift. I was going to ask, why isn't the bottle full? No, you missed the earlier reference that this is in my parents' house. And whenever I use this soap, it just makes me laugh, right? Well, it makes you wonder when marketing says, oh, I've got it. we need to put lavender with marshmallows as a scent. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that for the holidays. What conversation are they having to make this? So yeah, I don't know if it's still available. I don't even know what year she bought this. I don't even know if she just brings this out during the holidays, but I just think it's hysterical. So yeah, there you go. You heard it on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Now, if there is a run on Lavender Marshmallow Soap, I will say I'm an influencer on the internet. Rob used half the bottle. That's funny. He used half the bottle trying to smell it. That's funny. So yeah. Yeah. So anyway, if anybody knows or wants to do a search while I'm building this about whether lavender marshmallow soap is still a scent from Bath and Body Works, maybe we can send them a note that they need to bring it back. Anyway, so these, I think we could do these too. Here, let me take my banner down for a moment, shall I? Give myself some more space. More space here. Okay, so let's do that. Like I said, I'm just being super silly today. I think I'm just happy that my family is okay. I mean, they're not in the best shape right now, but they're doing okay. So, Rob, yeah, I want to know what a marshmallow smells like. Why didn't they just make it regular marshmallow? Is it not good enough of a scent? Okay, so I haven't heard if you want me to do the friends first or the elves first. I think why don't we save elves for last as a parting gift. It still exists. Okay, it's still for sale on Amazon. Okay, I think I might have to. Maybe the only problem is sending liquids in the mail. You know, like if you're sending it for a prize. I know when I sent the prize of the toilet paper and the meals ready to eat, the MRE has some liquid in there, so they were eyeing me like whether or not they were going to send it through. Okay, so I'm just going to, since I'm not in my regular workspace, you're just going to have to, we'll have to manage through this. And thank you again, PT. This was very sweet of you to send all these poly bags. And I now have some additions to my collection on the road. So, and these are nice colors too. Though I will say I'm probably not going to part out the elf set just because I will probably keep that. It's pretty pricey. So someone may have stockpiled it. Well, maybe my mom has some really good taste. I can guarantee you my dad did not buy this. This is not something my dad would buy. This is definitely something my mom bought. So anyway, I just think it's hilarious. And I'm looking for okay, here we go. Here are the instructions. So what's nice about these poly bags is that they often have these nice little fold up type of instructions. Bath and Body Works is out of stock. Last review left 2 years ago. Okay, so you can see she hasn't used it much. So I'm guessing she only takes this out for the holidays. But anyway, if you were ever to come to my parents' home and use the guest bathroom downstairs, you'd have a chance to do that too. Yeah, if they ever brought it back as another scent, it's like back by popular demand. I don't know, maybe it wasn't a good seller, or maybe it was, and that's why they sold out. Who knows? But you heard it here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Lavender Marshmallow Soap does exist. I did not make that up. And I even went to get it for you so you could witness it yourself. So yeah. Okay, I'm missing, oh, here they are. There's a little one. It's vintage. It's, how do we know it's vintage when it's soap, right? Because, is it because of this cake holder? I mean, that is kind of a nice graphic, whoever decided to do that, because if you look at it closely, the marshmallows are actually a photo, and they made them purple and I think white and like a lime green. and then they drew a photo or drew over the photo. So your hands smell like camping in a field of flowers. Yes, exactly. Nothing says holiday season quite like lavender marshmallow soap. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to tell my mom that I'm going to have to, when the holidays are over, I'm gonna have to ask her, does she keep it out all year round or is that a holiday thing? So yeah, I think it's hilarious. I'm glad you see the humor of that too. See what Debo missed out on? We'll have to tell Debo you missed out on the lavender marshmallow soap. I'm sure he would have a snappy comeback, you know, because Don Brickles always has something to say. It works for all holidays. The cake holder makes it extra weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on because you know somebody had to pitch this as a scent. You know, did they get fired or did they get a promotion? That's what I want to know. You know, you never know. It's like they might say that's out of the box thinking. That is awesome. Why didn't we think of this earlier? Probably because it's super weird. You know, who would come up with lavender and marshmallow together? They decided to just use up all the weird on that product. Exactly. But clearly my mom isn't repulsed by the scent because she still has it, and you know it's in the guest bathroom. So yeah, like I said, I just find it super amusing. I'm glad you find it amusing too, and you just never know what we're going to talk about on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. In fact, Rob brought this up when he was showing the photo or the showing off the build that I did for him. He said, "Yeah, tune into Naomi's stream because then you'll hear me talking about monkey poop." It was an intern project, maybe. They had a dartboard. Yeah, they had this like, well, it's like that creativity session that Brickworm was talking about. Just like take two random things and put them together, and then use that as your basis for creativity. Oops, oops. Well, you knew I was going to have to drop something. Oh no. Okay, here we go. All right, so we've got, and this is super awkward. It was awkward enough in my own workspace, but working from my parents' room, which is the best lighting and the place where I can stay when I'm here. Get Quesera to sniff it out. Yeah, I can have her tell us, you know, where can you find this scent? Like I said, I can't make this up. And I'm glad, like I said, that when I look at it, I think of it as super, super funny. And, you know, it clearly shows you have a similar sense of humor that I do. All right, so we're building, it looks like the stem of the, oops, I put that on backwards. Yeah, we're building the stem to the tulip. And then they want me to put this on upside down here into the other build that we had. So this is the center of the tulip. But before we do that, we have to put the base on. And we've got this. Okay. Very, very cute. I've built this before, but it's always fun to be reminded of all the fun parts of this. And the other reason why this is very sweet, because, you know, I like lavender too. So you get a lot of really good lavender slopes in this build too. And we get to build 4 of these. So if I needed more lavender 1x2s, I know where to get them. So. Yeah, lots of lavender goodness in this set. So I have to build 4 of these because those are going to go all the way around the perimeter. Yeah, so I think we're going to have a contest of what is the weirdest soap scents that you've been able to find on the internet. Like, what else have you found out there? Let's see, am I doing this right? Hold up. I think I'm not doing this right. I put this on the wrong place. See, it's a good thing I'm double checking. They want this on the center, right there. Yeah, like I said, I've got you there. I have another funny story. I may have said this before, but I usually win this when people ask, what's the strangest gift you've ever received from somebody? And so far, nobody's been able to beat me on this. And my strangest gift I got from an employee, or a staff member, I should say, because I was working at Cisco at the time, is I show up to work one day and there's a cooler, like a Coleman cooler in front of my door. And one of the engineers had put a deer leg in there. He had gone hunting the weekend before, and he knew that, I'm a vegan now, but at the time that I would eat deer meat. And I talked about deer sausage and other things that are out there. And so he brought me a skinned deer leg as a gift. And I joke with people, I said, it was definitely a nice gesture, but it reminded me of that scene in The Godfather. I left a deer leg for you in front of your office. This is a sign. So anybody can top that? Can anybody top that as the strangest gift you've ever received? Nobody's been able to top me on that one. Because like I said, I couldn't make that up. So here's the tulip. Very, very sweet. You see that? And the camera's focusing. Thank you, camera, for focusing on that. You've seen bacon soap before. Okay, maybe what we need to do is line up the bacon soap with the lavender marshmallow soap and see which one smells better. I will venture to say maybe the marshmallow soap will win on this. Yeah. Like I said, silliness abounds here. Oops. This is at an angle. You can't really tell from this shot, but yeah, I've got this whole new appreciation for soap design. Oops. All right, let me move that so it doesn't keep falling over. I'm sorry, tulip. Let me put you over here so you're not falling over. Your dad definitely got a deer meat gifted from friends, but not left in a cooler on his desk. I know. It was like, I will say that when I was working at Cisco, I was one of the few female managers who was leading a team of like 30 people. And the things that this group would do, and some of them were actually, this was a brilliant group of people, because we also had a chess tournament at one point too. So remember when that the Queen's Gambit came out? I so related to that because I used to play chess all the time, and we had a chess tournament during one of our, I think it was, how did we do that? We did like a weekly ladder, and we paired people up, and you could sign up. It was totally optional, but we had a chess tournament, and I didn't go all the way to the top, but I made it to, I think, the second top tier. So yeah, I have very fond memories. My dad, one of his Air Force buddies taught me at a very young age. So when we were watching the Queen's Gambit, I was like, yeah, when she discovers I don't want to give out spoilers, but let's just say she has somebody who mentors her. And that whole mentorship process reminded me of my dad's Army buddy or Air Force buddy. His name is Bradley UN. I have with a description like of warm marshmallows, fresh lavender, and smoked woods. I don't think you want smoked woods in Northern California. So what year was that? What year did that scent come out? That is bonkers. I agree with you. Like, who comes up with these things? It makes you wonder who in marketing is doing this and what are they smoking or eating to make them feel that way. Craziness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Still for sale. Oh, we can get, maybe I need to buy one and compare it. Maybe we need to do a smell off. You know how they do taste testing? We can do a smell tasting or a smell, what do you call it? It's not tasting. Scent, a scent off? What do we call that? You come in from outside, wash your hands, and you smell like you're outside. Yeah. That came out of a focus group. I don't know. I think it came from one of their, marketing geniuses or something. It's like, hey, you always come up with great ideas for scents. We need a follow-up to the lavender marshmallow. What do you got? So maybe this next one, marshmallow flurries, maybe that is a follow-up. Maybe that's Gen 2 of the lavender marshmallow because it's using the same kind of key ingredients in there. I don't know. You know what we need to do? If it's possible. I should probably just do this anyway. I always get these great ideas when I'm on stream. I should just reach out to Bath and Body Works and ask them, who was the ad wizard who came up with this one, but ask them if one of them would be willing to be reviewed and tell us what do they do when they come up with these scents. Might make a good gift for my mom. You're probably right. My mom would actually appreciate that. She would probably say, oh, I love the other one. I'm going to put this other one in the upstairs bedroom, bathroom. So now I can have marshmallow everywhere in the house. Oh my God, that is so funny. So it looks like these are the basis of chocolates that we are making for our little box of goodies. So yeah, like I said, I can guarantee you, if you watch other streamers, they will not be talking about the lavender marshmallow scented soap. You're only going to get that here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. What other bizarre things? I need to have a segment, maybe something like bizarre real things that are out in the real world. What other bizarre things are out there? Like I said, marshmallow lavender soap. I think that's the beginning of this new segment. Is like, look what I found out on the internet. Something like that. Okay, and oh, this is nice. I forgot about this one. So we also have like a petit four. By the way, the petit four is a cake. If you don't know what a petit four is, it's a little mini cake, and I'm trying to remember where the name came from, but they're usually shaped like this. And this one probably has a little layer of ganache on top. If you want to get really fancy. Any bakers here besides Remy? Sorry, I don't know if Remy's still here, but you're the only baker in the room at the moment. Anyway, so anybody knows the history of the petit four, but yeah, so that definitely looks like a petit four that goes into the box, and I think I have to put it in this way so then the cherries don't occlude the lid. And then we're going to build the lid on this. Well, I hope you don't mind that I went on that little tangent about lavender marshmallow soap because I just think it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre that it's like, did they really, really do that? Joel bakes. Oh, Joel, you're a person of many talents, my friend. And like I said, the other day, Cornado was singing your praises, saying what a nice dude you were. You like to tell everybody you're a villain, but we know better. Cough, baker, cough. You should check out my baking Instagram. Oh, you have a baking Instagram? What is that? Okay, so you can see we have this nice little cover here. And look at that. Very, very cute. And you also have, goes along with this, the tulip with the little heart-shaped box. And I think, let's see, there's a couple extra pieces that you could decorate the top of the box too. Villain name, the Baker Mock Maker. Oh, you can roll with that. Have oven will bake. Oh, is that right? Or are you just messing with me? Instead of have studs will travel, you can say have oven will stay at home. What if you colored that cake box in lavender and it had marshmallows inside? Okay, we're going to have to keep rolling with this marshmallow lavender soap thing. Okay, I may just do that. I may reach out to Bath and Body Works and say, we had a whole episode talking about your lavender marshmallow scent, and maybe they can tell us more about how well did this do in the market. Is Marshmallow Flurries the Gen 2 of this? I mean, we could ask a lot of questions, right? That is so funny. He's not lying. He's got a baking page. Oh, is that really the name of the baking page? Have oven will bake? I know I totally ruined my villain image by giving away a set today during the Tricky Leg meeting. Yes, that was so sweet of you. That was so, so sweet. I wish I had been, well, now I can give away a couple things, you know, for what we just did with these 10 poly bags that I just got. In fact, maybe we should do that now. That might be a good thing to say, you know, give, and give. It's all good karma going around. And like I said, I'm just grateful that my dad's going to be okay. He still has a long way to go. I will say he's not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination, but he's not going to pass from this earth, at least not right away. There's really a person named Joel with that IG name. Well, it might be him. Oven will bake. It is exactly. Okay. All right. We have a challenge for you, Joel. You need to make a marshmallow cake that has some lavender in there. So that's going to be your challenge, is to make the cake that would go into this cake display that has marshmallow and lavenders in it. So that's your challenge. So, and if it ends up being one of your top items, then we could even put the recipe here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. We can do that. We could say it originated here. As far as the challenge, who can come up with the best lavender marshmallow cake? I think you can do it. In fact, I know you can do it if you put your mind to it. So the key ingredients is you have to have lavender. Yeah, exactly. Lavender. Too much is like eating soap, which is probably where they got this idea. It's a better cake flavor than soap. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so is everybody on board for me to open this elves one too? All right, Joel. I think you have your task at hand. And then if I see that you've done it and then you put it into studio, then you would really take it over the top. If it's not you, it's a very elaborate joke on Brickanista. It probably is. No, I think it is him. So here's the elves little booklet. And, oh, look, rate this set. Évalue ces jeux, I think. I don't know, my French is terrible, but so enter the club code to rate this set. I wonder if that club code still works. Build away. Thank you. So once again, you have this nice little poly bag with these instructions. And oh, look at this. I love when they do this, when they show the sets that are also available in this line. And I love this sale. And because I'm into boats, but yeah, it's a shame that this line is no longer around. Build away and planned well in advance. Evil. Yeah, you're not evil. Tornado gave you up. He knows. He knows you're not evil. Okay, so this is a smaller set, so we should be able to build this. And I think one thing I can see already that I love, I'm going to point this out right now. Look at this hair piece. Look at that. I love that the elves had this variegated hair. And you see how it's got like, looks like a combination of dark red and dark orange and maybe some yellow at the very ends. And of course the elves had those little ears. So yeah. And this, I think, came out before, or maybe at the same time that Friends were out because they're mini dolls. Yeah. Okay. So I think I got all the pieces out of the bag. Now this is going to be interesting. I'm going to see if this is going to work where I can keep all the pieces and the directions together. I'm gonna try. All right, so it looks like we're going to stitch these together. This. Your villainy runs deep. Well, you know, I'm trying to remember the name of that. It was a fairly recent movie, Jeremy Irons, where he plays a fashion designer. And it's a very weird relationship he has with his paramour, where it's like she poisons him and he enjoys it. It's a very, very weird movie. So yeah, sorry if that was a spoiler, but yeah, that was like, it was, and it won some, or it got nominated for some awards too. I'm trying to remember the name of the film. So yeah, that's one of your sig fig hairs because you're a fairy. Oh, I'd live it without the ears. Yeah, or I'd love it without the ears. Just waiting for the subject to come up. Yeah, we know that, Joel, you talk a big game, but in the end, you're still a nice guy. You're just going to have to face it. I also love the fact that elves and friends have the best colors as far as racial tones that they have for their minifigs and such. Does anybody know the name of this elf character? I can see if I could get her hair on straight. It's not clutching. There we go. I know that if Aubrey was on, she would know. You have several contingencies. Oh no, the Russian guy's back. Or person. I'm guessing that's a Russian piece. Oh, Azari. There we go. I've got it on the poly bag directly. It says Azari. So my down camera is acting a little weird, but Azari is the name of the character. Her name is on the poly bag, right? Yes, it is. So yeah, we have confirmed her name is Azari. We got that. Okay, so I got distracted. Easy to do and has a cool pieces in here. Look at this. We have a trans orange. And sorry, my camera for some reason keeps stalling. It could be this internet too. I don't know all the ins and outs of what my parents have as far as internet connectivity. My guess is that it's probably not the fastest. I have like 100 megabyte pipe and or is it, yeah, or megabit. It's pretty fast. I highly doubt they have that. I probably should test it, but I'll do that after the stream is over. But yeah, so anyway. All right, so it looks like we have, yeah, all these trans colors are beautiful. So we have like this trans orange, we have this trans red, should be coming up soon. Looks like a little, maybe a little bridge building. Top clip was on there. Yeah, I think elves was definitely a line I missed out on. So whenever I can get elves, that's always a fun thing. So thank you again, PT. I'm really enjoying building this set. Very, very sweet set. Okay, so this, and okay, let me do this. Flip. One thing I have noticed, I've only been here a day, and my skin has dried out so much in just one day's time. Okay, here's something that the elves did a lot in their sets, is they put these jewels onto the limb pieces, and we got lavender limbs. Okay, so we got a lavender limb here, and yeah, so like I said, these trans pieces that are in here, the translucent. So just to be clear, when I say trans, I'm saying translucent, in case somebody's saying, you know, you shouldn't be using that word. I hope I'm not using that in a poor taste. I really meant it as a compliment. So, but please correct me if I'm not using it correctly. But anyway, so we got those, and that will go on the end. Am I going to start a villainy IG account? Is Villain Incredible who pretends to be good? Maybe. Said, I think Cornado's already outed you that you're actually a nice guy. Maybe you'll be, you know, starting your own club of how villains can pretend to be villainous but are actually good. You might actually start a trend doing that. Okay, this is very cool. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Okay, so you take a rod that has the little nub at the end, and you put a trans piece, so it looks like, you know, like a cool wand, and get this, they put an apple upside down in there. Look at that. That makes for a pretty cool looking wand thing. Huh? In fact, this Black Widow brings you the toilet paper after you've eaten the apple on the end of this stick. A candied apple. Okay, we're taking this stream kind of south, I know. Well, the name of this set is what? The hot, what did they call this? They called this Azari's Magic Fire. Fire. So if you're a Cornholio fan, fire. I'm not even saying it that well, but you know what I'm talking about if you're a Beavis and Butthead fan. Fire. So I guess she's maybe roasting an apple over a fire. Maybe. I don't know. Too bad. Is Zach Martinez here? Because he had mentioned using these trans orange pieces on my little hearth that I had built. This one, you can't really see it that well here, but there's some trans orange pieces in front of the flame pieces that he had suggested. So once again, really good feedback from the chat. So if you look at the art, she's doing this over some molten lava. Apple staff. I think it's actually, she's making like a baked apple over a lava field. Is my guess. I don't know. I'm guessing at this point. And I just dropped my instructions. Hold up. Let's see if the instructions say anything about it. Let's see. Okay, so there's supposed to be a cup. This red cup goes on the end over here, looks like. Or maybe it just sits. It doesn't look like it actually is supposed to sit on there, but I'm going to put it here. So you have this little cup. You've got the fire, and then you've got the character, and you've got two extra pieces, these two, which you can easily put onto the tree. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these on the tree just to not have loose pieces running around. Because you know what happens to loose pieces. Roasting apples. Yeah, I think she's roasting apples. So here's the character. and roasting apples over an open fire over a lava pit. Because elves can do that without, getting hurt. So, yeah. So here's another picture of the box art in a smaller form. So this is where I was mentioning the lava field coming up from below. And of course, this tree, even though it's right in the lava, is not going to burn up. She must be making apple butter. The name is Magic Fire. Yeah, exactly. That's the name of the set. It's called Azari's Magic Fire. So 30259. Thank you, PT. Sponsored by PT McEwen. Thank you for providing that awesome little set, especially, like I said, the timing couldn't have been better since I'm on the road right now and not able to work with my own pieces. But I will say, since this is an elf set, I will not be dismantling this. I think, come on, and a wand with a trans red cone and an apple on top. That's awesome. Great little set. I agree. Definitely a great little set. Interesting interpretation. In fact, you know who would really like Lavender Marshmallow Soap is Azari. So I think we have the perfect person who would appreciate Lavender Marshmallow Soap. So, I had to say it one more time before the stream ended. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know I was talking about switching my time to earlier, and that was my whole intent. And I was going to start at 8. And then what happened is my brother called me with my nephew going into the hospital. So anyway, magic soap. I agree. I think we have the magic soap. Magic marshmallow soap. It's lavender magic marshmallow. Maybe we'll give them that as a suggestion. But I'm going to take that as a call to action. I'm going to reach out to Bath and Body Works and ask them who the product manager was for this particular product and see if they're willing to come on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. If I'm able to secure that interview, that would be freaking amazing. And I would say, oh, I know we talk about Lego, but Bath and Body Works is willing to talk a little bit about this product. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of it. They may never respond because apparently ghosting is a well-known practice in the corporate world. So, which I think, honestly, I will say I'm such a fan now of Simon Sinek. If you haven't been following Simon Sinek, he wrote a book, is What Is Your Why? Let me go hide this, but I just want to say one last thing. Thank you. Thank you, PT, for the awesome gifts. And we built both the friend set and we built the Azari Magic Fire set while we talked about Lavender Marshmallow. Cool times. I'm going to hide my down camera and just say thank you, everyone, for all your good wishes, for hanging out with me while I was streaming. I know I had to miss Thursday's stream, and I don't stream on Friday. So really, I only missed, once, maybe 2 streams? Yeah, I missed, no, I streamed on Wednesday. So I just missed the Thursday stream, and I'm back tomorrow. I usually stream at 1 o'clock on YouTube, but I probably won't be streaming tomorrow at 1 unless I've put it out there for Shock the Toast and the other people as part of this ad hoc group. We're calling ourselves PNW Streamers. And I was supposed to meet with them for a white elephant gift exchange. And if they do decide to bring it, it'll be before the Niners play the Seahawks. That's because I told my dad I'm going to watch the game with him tomorrow at the hospital. So I'm planning to go over there. It's 1:30 Pacific time, roughly 1:25, I think, is kickoff. So I told them, I said, if you want to do this, we have to do it before the kickoff of the Niners Seahawks game. So I may or may not be streaming tomorrow. And if I do Twitch, I'm trying to think if I have something here that I could stream as kind of a larger set, because I usually go for 3 hours, usually on Twitch on Sundays and Mondays. But keep an eye on Discord because I'll put an update there. And by the way, thank you again, PT and everybody for your support. You're listening to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. And if you haven't already, please remember and like the stream. I should have this ticker going all the time, but it really helps. And I'm still growing the channel. I'm up to about 250 some odd subscribers now. So like the stream, subscribe to the stream. Also, if you have friends who are on Instagram, I'm only 20 people away from 1,000 followers on Instagram. So that would be super cool. I'm trying to make it a goal before the end of the year to get to 1,000. So that would be awesome if you could help me out there. And if you want to send me a fan mail like PT did, the PO Box 31956, Seattle, Washington 98103. I will say that may only be available for maybe the next week or two. I'll have to come up with some new address information. I will be making a decision probably in the next week or so about what I'm going to be doing long term, but I will have this forwarded. So this will still work for a while. I think I just renewed my PO box for 6 months. So it should be in the next 6 months. It'll just, so it may not get until I figure out everything. So anyway, thank you again, everybody. You guys have been awesome. Really appreciate that. And happy trails, everyone. Yes, you too, Cowboy Kenobi. And thank you, PT. It really is so nice that you sent that to, help with the stream. And I really appreciate everybody's good thoughts and comments to me. I mean, just the, just the little encouraging words, like Mairead, for example, had sent me this really nice note just saying, yeah, you've got some really good content. So just keep going, and I'll support you as long as you still want to keep streaming and you're having fun. So thank you. Thank you for that. Everybody has been great. Good night, Mairead. Good night, PT. Good night, Spot the Magic Ninja. Thank you, Joel. As far as now, I'm going to have to follow your other account. Have Oven Will Bake. I think if I can find it. You have this new one. Have Evil Will Win. Yes, you need to get that. Absolutely. So I think, anyway, it's been a fun stream. And thank you, everybody, for all your support, too, with my dad. All the good wishes and prayers are working really well. And I hope to have another update. I probably will put it into Discord as far as what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So I usually stream at, oops, let me get rid of these. I usually stream around 1 o'clock Pacific on Sundays on YouTube, but we'll see. But we're going to have another mock improv next week. I'm going to figure out how we're going to do that, but I have it scheduled for the 12th. And PNW Lego has been in discussions with me, as well as the Brick Babe, and I think that Marianne Asanuma. So we might have 3 new players that we have not seen before. So I just wanted to say thank you again, everybody. You guys are great. I appreciate it. And thanks again for tuning in to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. And I think I do have a sticker with me. I didn't have this last time, but I can say, may the clutch be with you. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye.